Okay, I want to say good afternoon, Aston.
Good afternoon.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. I feel very I feel like there's a lot of eyes on me.
Yeah, of
But
course.
there's not a lot of
man.
people in here, but you know.
Wanted to make it intimate, make you feel like you're under a little bit of pressure.
I'm sweating, but
You know. Funny enough, when I saw you come in, like you had that massive gym bag with you. I didn't even know what was in it. It's like, what did you come from? You're like gym.
Yeah.
Like, is that something that is like part of your whole lifestyle? That whole wellness gym, or?
I mean, I'm not
Because you
21.
look like you're in good shape.
I mean, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay in somewhat good shape. I must say. Like, but for me, I go. Do you know what? I just think it's part of the package. When I used to grow up, when I used to grow up, what do you mean? When I was growing up, it was always kind of, you were looking at the Ushers of the world and the Justin Timberlakes and whatever, and they were always in shape. It was just part of the package. It was like the pop star thing. Do you know what I mean? It was just, if you're going to be on a poster on a girl's wall and you're kind of got a bit of a belly, I don't think that's gonna.
You need those abs.
You need
those abs.
You need the abs.
Do that thing when you pull up the top. It's like,
There you go. As I said, not 21, so I can't just rock up and just show abs now. So I have to work.
Yeah. So before everything, before music.
Yeah.
Like, so where originally are you from?
I originally grew up in Peterborough with my mum. Yeah. So that's like 45 to an hour from London, north.
So you just say it was just you and your mum?
Yeah, my mum, my stepdad, brother and sister. Then my dad lived originally from London, but then he was further up north. And yeah, my other brothers and my dad, yeah, so.
I don't think I've been to Peterborough. What was it like growing up for you in Peterborough?
It was fun. It was fun. I've still got some of my best friends are still my closest people now. I'm probably not I'm probably one of them artists that are closer to people outside of the industry than I am to people you meet over the years in the industry. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just my roots to me are pretty much everything, because they're the people that I go, I've listened to this song, what do you think? Yeah, it's all right. My day's done. Like, you just ruined my whole. Like, if you don't like it, and you're my boy from way back when, I'm just a bit like, okay, right, I need to up my game. Do you know what I mean? They're probably the opinions I care about the most, and you know, it was just it was a nice city. Did I get in trouble once or twice? Did we have good times all the time? Yeah, it was just it was a good time just growing up in that city with my people, man.
So, who are you? You're mixed, right? Or,
yeah.
So
mixed.
is it your mum's white and your dad's
Mum's white Irish, yeah. Dad Jamaican, yeah.
Was it growing up in Peterborough? Were you ever seen as different, or did you ever experience? I won't say racism, but did you feel any difference?
Peterborough is actually quite a multicultural place, which is nice. Of course, you encounter racism, not on a daily, but a lot. Do you know what I mean? Especially at them times where it was probably from people who just didn't understand it. Do you know what I mean? Didn't understand your heritage and where you're from, whether it was from white, black, Asian, wherever you're from. Do you know what I mean? It was just a kind of, for me, I kind of encountered a lot of, you just don't really understand about culture and where people are from and how they act and how their families are brought up and whatever it may be. That was just, that was more along the lines of the racism I experienced growing up. Do you know what I mean? But it's just one of them things that I think you have to somewhat go through to test your character. Exactly, yeah. But it tests your character, and it kind of tests what kind of person you are as well. Do you know what I mean? How you're going to deal with that, and how are you going to get angry? You're actually going to be like, hold on, what do you mean by that? And try and explain to someone and try and actually figure out what it is that their, not necessarily a problem is, but whatever. But you know, just try and help them understand what they're saying, and if they understand it, what they're saying, should I say?
So music's always been a part of your life, right? Or did you grow into it?
It's always been a part of my life in terms of I've always enjoyed it. I suppose the first lot of music I ever heard was probably a Michael Jackson CD. I was never a singer first or a dancer. I was always sport. It was football. I'm going to be a footballer. I'm going to be Ian Wright. That's me. I'm going to go on and win the Premiership. I'm going to go on and Champions League, whatever. Do you know what I mean? That was me. And then just one of them odd moments, literally, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in primary school. I thought it was funny to be singing out loud and whatever whilst the choir was singing. I was just like, ad-libbing and whatever. And teacher was just like, sorry, what? one more time? I was like, yeah, I thought it was funny, everyone was laughing, whatever. She's like, you're really good. You can do this solo here. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, right, okay. And then from there, it's just kind of been, oh, you're the one that sings. Yeah, other schools, girls. Oh, you're the boy that sings. Yeah, that was me. And, oh, yeah, him, mixed race boy over there, he sings in it. I was like, yeah, well, it helped me a lot.
That's the start of the future win that you've been having.
The start of the future win, basically, yeah.
So you go through school.
Yeah.
Did you go to college?
No.
So what happened? So you
I don't ever do this, by the way, wherever camera is, don't ever do this, don't follow my lead. I used to do a lot of extra work through school for like TV, like it would be CITV, CBBC, that kind of stuff, loads of extra stuff. And I got a main stage audition through my exams. And I remember sitting in my history exam, and I think it must have been, I had to be like an L Street, I think it was like 240 or something ridiculous like that. In my exam, 11 till 12, I'm sitting there going, I've got an audition today. Should be fully concentrating on what's going on. I was just like, audition, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? GCSEs, I should be, these are the ones that count. I'm planning on going to college. But yeah, I went there, did my audition, and that was it. They were like, so it'd be great if you could, jump on the team. We would love you to be a part of it. And I was a bit like, okay. Had a few more exams left that week. Through the whole time, I couldn't concentrate. I was just like, I'm gonna work on TV. I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna do you know what I mean? All that stuff. Called the college that I originally auditioned to go for, and they were like, why you come to college to get these kind of opportunities? Like, do it. Yeah. So I was just like, okay. So from there, like 16, straight into a kids TV show, and it was like, okay, life is going to change somewhat. What I thought, anyway.
Yeah. So from then to actually getting into the music industry, what was that journey like?
Going from this kids TV show, they basically tried to put a band together after that, and they were like, Sony want you and this is great, and we've heard you sing. And I was like, this is unbelievable. Like, I'm going to be doing everything I've ever wanted to do now. Didn't happen. Just didn't happen.
So how old were you at that point?
I must have been 18 or just turned 18 at the time. So the show had been going great for like a year and a half. Amazing, really, really good. Like, everyone was loving it. And then, we were just promised the world, and it just nothing ever happened. I think that we did a gig at I think it was like Legoland, and we were supporting Lamar at the time. And like, I had literally been to see Lamar a few years before that at a Justin Timberlake concert, and I was just like, oh, I'm about to meet Lamar, let me kind of fix up and whatever. But yeah, we just did all these shows and the TV show, and it just never happened after that. And I was just like, okay, this show's coming to an end. I'm like, 18 now, I've probably got a few months left of this. Like, what's next? And it was, I just went back to normal job life.
Did you feel, at that age, you're quite young, were you suffering from any anxiety because you're thinking that you've been promised the world, and then you have to come back down to almost a form of a new reality again?
Do you know what? I was at that age, I think a lot of people probably would be a bit like, oh no, like it's over and whatever else. But I was like, cool, I'm ready. Like, I've been part of this team, and this team was great, and I'm ready now for the next. Like, I've had a taste. It was nice, and I now need to. I need to be in Central, so I moved into Central London with two of my friends who were at uni here, and we had the best time, as you can imagine. 3 young guys living in their own house for the first time. Like, it was amazing. But I was just that guy that was that. Oh, I got a job today. Oh, I got an audition on Monday though. Okay, let me go in and sort this out and see what they say. They say, you go to the audition, you can't work here anymore. I'd be like, all right, cool, bye. Done. I'd just leave jobs daily, just because they wouldn't let me go to these auditions. And I was like, okay, I've got to make rent, I've got to do this. And I was just on the biggest hustle of life, I think, through that age. And that's when the boys came knocking, and it was a bit like, oh, you should join this band. Yeah, we're just starting this band up. Like, come along, and you know, we just sing and stuff. And I would just be working as much as possible, quick jobs to then go to rehearsals. We weren't rehearsing for anything. Like, we would just rehearse, and I'm quitting making money at like a restaurant to make sure I make it to Dance Attic on time to meet the boys so we can just rehearse this like 3T song that we were singing at the time. And it was like, what am I, like, I'm giving up money to live, to just rehearse for nothing. Do you know what I mean? And then, yeah, from there, it was just like, myself and the JLS boys had, which were called UFO at the time, we had doors slammed in our faces, and we were just like, oh, it's cool, it's gonna happen, it's fine. And surprisingly enough, I just don't get how calm we were at that time. I don't now see.
Do you know? So it's like, I remember now. It just popped in. What you did a talent show years ago. I just remembered. Was it UK? No, was it UK Unsigned?
Yeah.
I was there.
Was you there?
I was there. I don't know if it was at the Grand. Where was it? There was a place where you guys won the competition.
There was one in Cargo. We did Cargo.
Yeah.
And then you had to get through that one, and then you had to go to the Indigo O2. And then I remember it clean because N-Dubs were headlining the night, so you'd have all these people kind of going through rounds and whatever else, but literally saying hi to these guys, and we was like, yeah, we want to be what you guys are and doing what you're doing. And you know, for us at the time, it was just a complete hustle. We were just like, right, guys, quit the jobs, let's go. We've got to do this competition. This is UK Unsigned. This is going to lead to big things. And then I think we won a UMA at the time as well. We were just like, it was like the biggest time of life. Do you know what I mean? We were just like, we're at the UMAs. This is crazy. And then, you know.
Yeah, I was there for that. Wait, you guys used to always wear colours, isn't it?
Mm.
Yes, it makes. I remember it like this is like what 10, 12 years ago, if not longer. How long is it? It was a while ago.
Like, I was 18, so 11 years.
Yeah, because I remember I was like, because what I remember, I left there. I was like, yo, the ladies, the girls were. I remember leaving that place. I'm like,
at the time, I had a girlfriend there. And she was there as well, so I was a bit like, oh, this is mad.
So what were the colours? Was it purple, yellow?
We had, at that time, we would just like pick a colour. Just pick a colour, let everyone know, and that's your colour for the night. But yeah, we just went, we just didn't really think about it too much, but we just like, pick your colour, that's your colour palette, go. And it's just like some Power Ranger kind of, you know, influence.
Yeah, that's amazing, because I also remember the UMAs, because I used to do some bits on Invincible Radio when I was in college. And I remember when you guys came in, and I was like, yo, these guys are getting all deep. They're going to go, like, they're going to go, because at that point I already seen the stuff at Cargo, and I was like,
yeah.
I left there and I was thinking, like, the way the girls were screaming, I was like, slightly now, I ain't gonna lie. I knew there was no girls to talk to at the end of the night now, because it's like, oh, you want to talk to them, they're waiting for you guys, isn't it? So
I mean, bruv, you know, from them times, it was like, it was weird, because there was like not a fan base as such, but there was something bubbling. We didn't realise what it was. We were just like, we just come along, we're singing, hi girls, you alright? Yeah, cool, whatever. And it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to a club and draw a few girls, but.
And this is before social media, so you don't even, you can't connect with everyone.
Right, this is before social media, so this is just like, on a random one, like, so we had MySpace. Like, MySpace was our thing at my time. I was called LK, that was my band name. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And it was just like, I'm not going to tell you what that means, by the way, just in case everyone always asks me. And no. Yeah. But yeah, like, that was just, she said something was bubbling and we didn't even know. Do you know what I mean? We was just like going about our business and whatever. And we got to a point where everyone was saying no to going any further, because the boy bands were just not a thing. Like, nah, boy bands, the last boy bands in this country, like, that made any success, Westlife, and we was just like, okay, cool, that's fine, we'll just keep doing our thing. And
sorry, okay, was it no to boy bands or no to urban?
Do you know what? Honestly, right now, I couldn't tell you yes or no, because these people would. The excuse was boy bands just aren't popping right now. So we were like, okay, we're gonna take it as boy bands. Yeah, across the board boy bands, because there wasn't any others anywhere else anyway. And we were like, okay, cool, we'll take it as that. Obviously for us, we were a bit like, okay, if it's 4 black guys in a band and anyone kind of sees anything else, we're kind of be like, okay, guys, we might have to really, really think about this and play it smart. But we were like, nah, carefree, we're a boy band. That's what we do, that's what we are. Let's keep pushing through. And then from there, random as anything, all 4 of us basically had the same thought the same day, as if to say, we just need to go and do the X Factor.
There you have it.
And that was it.
So, after obviously, so to put it sequentially, so X Factor's done, get the deal. You guys, I remember you guys were doing crazy arena tours. And you know what I remember? Because you used to be with another PR company back in the day, right? And I was like, yeah, I want to talk to JLS. It's like, they're not available right now. I was like, what? Come, like, you know what I'm talking. I was like, mate. So I was like, because you guys had gone so far to the other side, it's like, no, would they, like, blogs, no. But you guys were doing arena tours.
Yeah, it got to that point, and it was mad.
Do you ever lose touch in that space though? Because everyone can't get close to you, or there's probably sometimes people who are close to you who don't have the right motives. Like
exactly. And now, looking back, you kind of go, okay, X, Y, and Z. I see you. That's fine. Now I know what I like and what I don't like. What I'm kind of oblivious to. I'm just like, okay, I've got tunnel vision right now. I need to go from the stage, I need to get on the bus, I just want to go to sleep, like I'm quite tired right now. Or, amazing show, whatever, we haven't got to travel, so I'm going out tonight, want to celebrate with my boys. And you're oblivious to everything else that's going on because it's literally like noise. Do you know what I mean? It's like wherever we would go at that time, you said before social media, it was like, there was just screaming. And it was like, wow, this is pandemonium and it's madness. On the flip side, as much time as we did spend with fans and we love to do it, it was like there were some scenarios where we go, well, we should try and spend a little bit more time with this person or this person or this person. Do you know what I mean? Just to put us in good stead of, you know, I don't know, anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Just other country tap-ins or whatever it may have been. Do you know what I mean? But for us, it was like, no, we've got hold of the boys now. You can't see them right now. They're doing this, and it's like on to the next one. Do you know what I mean? It was so kind of cocooned.
I don't know if this is true, when this doesn't even have to be in it. I used to be told, like, you guys will be, like, going to clubs and there will be a situation where it's like, they'll be like, yeah, we're going to be putting the boys at like, these really top London clubs. They're going to be there. Like, they'll briefing people, like, they're going to be there. Like, go there and, not like a PR setup, but they'll be like, JLS is going to be at whatever bougie club in London. And I was like, I can't get into that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how much those drinks are going to cost. Like, I can't go over there and take my £20. Because it seemed like you guys, there was a part where you guys were like on the circuit quite a lot.
Yeah. I think that for us, we were like, you know what? I think it got targeted so much because, yeah, we used to go out, but it was like, if you actually kind of widened the picture a little bit, you'd see my same friends that, you know, I kind of grew up with and whatever, and they were coming into the clubs with me because they were at uni, and it was a bit like they would want to be going out and whatever. So for them, I was going, guys, let's go out. It's fine, I've got you, we're good. Free drink when you're at uni. Come, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. My friends, yes, bruv, let's go. Every night, 6 nights a week, out. Happily get up at 5 a.m, go do early breakfast news and whatever else, and just still be kind of, you know, be in the chair, be like, oh, this is kind of crazy. I'm still a bit mashed, but it was just part of the lifestyle. We were just like, okay, cool, this is fine. And it was, you know, it was fun at the time. So we were just like, yeah, take advantage.
What point does the bubble kind of like pop? And I don't mean necessarily when you guys decided that you're gonna no longer continue, but I mean like that lifestyle can only go but so far until.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Was there a moment you just thought, I need to can't be spending this type of money anymore. We can't be going out somewhere, sure.
Yeah, I think it was. It sounds mad, but like especially when clubs start changing their names and stuff, you're thinking, and you talk to people going, oh, I used to go to this club when it was called this and whatever, and it's like, oh, it was called that 2 clubs ago, and I'm going, nah, I'm done. Like, I'm out. I'm not. I just don't want to waste my time now just kind of drinking for nothing every day and just partying for no reason. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather now be like, no, I'd rather go to work. I'd rather go to work all the time, see the people I want to see, sit, chill. I'd rather be in a room, silent room like this, and just talk. Do you know what I mean? And just, I don't know what it is, you just grow up. It's like you gradually grow up and you get for me, it was just like, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're cool now. Just do whatever it is you need to do. Do you know what I mean? You've learnt from this situation. Take what you need, put it into this situation, same thing. And then, you know, you do grow. But for me, it was like, bam, okay, I'm good. Thanks.
So the last thing in that chapter then, when you actually do That's Discontinuing, did you actually know from that point, yeah, I'm definitely doing a solo thing, or did you know if you're going to be still continuing music? Or was it always your plan to, after the band, to go do a solo project?
I mean, it's never a plan, but there was always a part of me that was like, I would love to be doing what Michael Jackson did, what Justin did, what Usher did. Do you know what I mean? It was that thing of, I'd love to be doing that. And for us, with the band, it put us all in a position where we kind of looked at each other and said, boy, we've done tours after tours after tours, we've sold records after records, and like, we're still young. Do you know what I mean? We're in our 20s still, and we've done so much. Like, the industry's massive. Do you know what I mean? It's like, does anyone want to act? Does anyone want to present TV? Does anyone want to get away from the lights and just stand the other side and be like, okay, I would love to do this, and, you know, write their own stuff. Do you know what I mean? So for me at that time, I was like, okay, the opportunities are endless. I can just do anything I want right now. And I was a bit like, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do this. But I was kind of thinking to myself, do you know what? Just do an album. Do an album, do a solo thing, see how it goes, just push on. And then when I started doing, like, writing my own stuff and whatever, it was a bit like, no, I love this. Like, this is still fully a part of me. Like, just because the band's finished doesn't mean music's finished. This is still like a good 50% of me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to lend a bit, yeah, to acting, and, you know, if I want to present and I want to write and whatever else, cool. But the majority of me is just still like, nah, I want to be forefront. I want to be the artist. I want to be the pop star. Do you know what I mean? So that's still, that hunger's there that I had from when I was, you know, 18 and kind of getting a knockback. I'm thinking, okay, cool. Haven't had a knockback now, but I'm a bit like, cool. I'm happy to plow on and try this new journey. Do you know what I mean? So
is it more of a, okay, let me rephrase it. Is it more difficult now trying to get to, because the heights you had in the band, amazing, but now you're doing your solo stuff, it must be, you almost have to convince people like, no, actually, I really am the real deal. Like,
yeah.
And you must also deal with some doubts. Like, it's only because the other thing where he was, how does that part work for you?
Of course. I mean, some people are always going to say, yeah, now you get this opportunity and whatever because you was in a band and whatever. And I'm like, well, that was still 25% of me. Do you know what I mean? I still had to put my effort in to get us to where we were, the same as the boys had to put their effort in to get us to where we got to. If me by myself, not even hard, like if I do like, you know, an eighth of whatever,
You'll be happy.
Me and the boys, do you know what I mean? I'm gonna be happy with that because we had such an amazing career. Do you know what I'm saying? From nothing to kind of being able to go, okay, let's treat the families. There's, you know, houses and cars and cool. It's, you know, it was nice. Like, life changed. So if there's anything I can do now that is anywhere near close to that, I'll be cool. I'll be happy with that. Do you know what I mean?
So let's segue into what will be your next single, Precious.
Precious, yeah.
Right? Conceptually, talk to us about Precious.
precious is basic. I mean, precious is a word. Whenever I see the word, I'm just a bit like, I get a feeling. I'm just like, you know, whatever it is to you is precious, or whoever it is precious, and that's quite a strong word. That's the kind of word that kind of sums up that, oh man, you mean so much to me. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, you mean so much to me. You know, that word would be precious for me. Do you know what I mean? So I met a songwriter called Shy Carter, and he had this song that he originally wrote for his wife now, but he originally wrote for his girlfriend that was going to be his wife, and he was going to